Look at this map of southern India and Sri Lanka. Between them lies the Palk Strait. Tracing a line across the Gulf of Mannar reveals a physical anomaly, a 30-mile chain of continuous shallow limestone shoals. For centuries, outside observers assumed this geological formation was simply a naturally occurring sandbar. But ancient Vedic texts, specifically the Ramayana, record this exact location as the site of a deliberate, man-made megastructure. This presents a fascinating problem. Is this underwater formation a random geological coincidence, or the physical footprint of an epic historical event? To find the answer, we must evaluate the site using two entirely different frameworks: the ancient narrative of the Ramayana and the data provided by modern empirical science. The textual record begins with a sheer physical barrier. To reach Lanka and rescue Sita, Lord Ram faced an impassable, violent ocean that his army had to cross. Overcoming that barrier required a workforce of immense scale. The texts describe a massive army of Vanaras mobilized at the shoreline, directed by two master architects, Nala and Neel, who engineered a pathway directly through the waves. The texts detail a specific mechanical solution for the massive weight of the building materials. Heavy boulders were inscribed with Ram's name, and rather than sinking into the seabed, these stones defied standard physics and floated on the water's surface. Once fully assembled, the structure formed a continuous causeway that spanned from the Indian coastline all the way to Lanka, allowing thousands of warriors to march across the sea. In the ancient record, Ram Setu represents the ultimate engineering triumph. It stands as a physical manifestation of human devotion, bending the laws of nature to solve an impossible geographic problem. As centuries passed, the geography of the Indian Ocean shifted. The structure was subjected to relentless coastal erosion, rising sea levels, and massive storms that battered the rocks. The constant physical pressure eventually broke the higher levels apart, plunging the causeway beneath the ocean surface and turning a visible structure into an invisible legend. But remote sensing technology has allowed us to look beneath the waves. High-resolution satellite imagery and underwater sonar scans confirm there is a continuous, tangible rock formation right where the texts placed it. Looking at this aerial view, you can clearly see how the submerged sandspit tracks across the sea. The linear topography perfectly matches the precise geographic coordinates described in the Ramayana. Geological science hasn't erased the location of the epic. Instead, modern empirical scans have mapped the exact physical footprint of the ancient story. Today, oceanographers and historians continue to debate exactly how this chain of rocks formed. Some classify it purely as a shifting natural limestone shoal, while others point to evidence of ancient human intervention. But for millions of people, the geological classification is secondary. The site commands immense, tangible spiritual weight, serving as a living, active pilgrimage destination right now. The currents of the Indian Ocean may have broken the stones apart and dragged the physical causeway underwater, but they completely failed to wash away the cultural memory of the crossing. That is the true power of Ram Setu. It stands as a rare point on the map where measurable earthly geography and boundless human belief are permanently anchored together.